Bob, to you, what's wrong with holding that the American dream, is something you have a right to pursue, not be given, and that forced parity is not the same as freedom-based equality? It does appear to a lot of folks that the Democrats have this authoritarian inclination to kind of want to say, well, because my argument is the better way to go, our party really has the right to use government to force you to go along with it. Your take on this, Bob Weiner?
Well, Alan, you are using a lot of big words, which I hope our listeners understand when you say parity and all of that. What it really boils down to is taking away Medicare, forcing them to pay $6,000 more a year, and causing the 20% of seniors that have been taken off poverty by Medicare to actually go back on poverty and costing the nation more as a result, as I wrote in the Tallahassee Democrat newspaper, and I urge our listeners to go to my website, WeinerPublic.com. The op-ed.
The administration is securing about $700+ billion to fund Obamacare, and they're securing that $700+ billion from Medicare. So doesn't that reality undercut their moral authority to preach about the dangers of the Republican raiding the coffers of Medicare, when in fact Romney and Ryan are saying they want to protect it from the $700 billion? Bob Weiner.
Well, I spoke with Ben LeBeau today, who is Obama's national campaign spokesman, about that very issue, because he was on NBC this morning talking about that. And I said to Ben that it's good that you made the point that the $700 billion is from insurance company overcharges, whereas the Republicans actually are taking away benefits. The Obama administration is stopping fraud and abuse. The Republicans want to take away benefits. Romney said in Ohio, quote, I support the Ryan budget. So for him to try to claim he has his own now, it's another flip-flop, the Etch-a-Sketch candidate. But the bottom line is he actually does support the Ryan budget, and the Ryan budget does vouchers for Medicare, and it offers vouchers, which CBO has said would cost about 50% of the current Medicare benefits, $6,000 a year to the average senior when they get to be seniors. Granted, that's for the younger people. But, you can't pretend that money grows on trees and that the benefit cuts are no benefit cuts at all and that they're not real cuts to seniors. They are. And that's the problem that the Republicans are going to have. And that's what cost Kathy Hochul to win for the Democrats, turning over a 30-year Republican seat in upstate New York. This is a disaster, deservedly, for Republicans to bring Ryan and the Ryan budget to the fore of the campaign. And the cables have been saying recently that there's some buyer's remorse about Ryan because of it.
The budget released by House Budget Committee Chairman Paul Ryan is a serious, honest, straightforward approach to addressing our nation's enormous fiscal challenges. We applaud him for his work in putting forward a proposal which will reduce the country's deficit by approximately the same amount as the plan of the president's fiscal commission. This is Erskine Bowles, dude. So where is your party? Where is your party on this? Why the disconnect?
I actually talked to Erskine about this, and he thought that my ideas had a lot of merit in terms of not balancing the budget on the hands of Social Security and Medicare.
Often on praise they had to offer to the Ryan plan seems to undercut the credibility of the chastising to which that plan has been subjected, courtesy of the Democrats. Where am I overstating it, Bob Weiner?
Because, and I've been in the Congress and in the White House, it's very easy to give generic process and method approval, but actually disagree on the specifics, which aside from that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? The bottom line is Democrats everywhere were outraged by the Bowles and the Rivlin proposals to cut Social Security and Medicare, and the Republicans supported them.
Where's your moral authority, given that your party has already taken $700 billion out? How can you do that? That's out of insurance company overpayments, overcharging, and the Republicans want to take it out of benefits.
What they're trying to do here is to say that if a senior drops Medicare Advantage, then they no longer are on Medicare. That is false. They still cost what anyone on Medicare would cost.
So you're saying the private sector costs more than what the government can do efficiently in health care. You're exactly right.